Live from the Geekcraft Studios in Cincinnati, Ohio, it's News Stories with Space McG. Greetings, I'm Space, and here are your top news stories. Police in London have declared a mass stabbing at London Bridge a terror-related attack, which has left several people stabbed and one man shot. The Metropolitan Police Force tweeted that officers were, quote, in the early stages of dealing with an incident at London Bridge, end quote. Reports indicated that the man shot was shot by the Metropolitan Police. One person has been detained. We hope the worst of this is over, and we will keep you updated on this story as it progresses. Now to Iraq, where anti-government protesters are celebrating the resignation of Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi, who announced his intention to resign. The statement, broadcast on Iraq TV, comes a day after more than 40 protesters were killed by security forces. The protests began on October 17th to decry corruption, poor services, and lack of jobs. Now from the AP, who is reporting, China has reacted furiously to President Donald Trump's signing of bills on Hong Kong human rights and says the U.S. will bear an unspecified consequence. The president has signed two bills aimed at supporting human rights and pro-democracy activists in Hong Kong. The bills were approved last week by unanimous consent in the House and Senate. China has threatened to take unspecified, quote, strong countermeasures, quote, if the bills are signed into law. As tensions rise in the east over Hong Kong, America begins its biggest man, I forgot. Where's my protests? Oh well. As tensions rise in the east over Hong Kong, America begins its biggest shopping day, blackened by global protests. The National Retail Federation expects 165 million people shopping in stores and online this weekend, but climate strikes have led hundreds of thousands of young people on the streets in protest today in many cities across the world. Friday's action comes after more alarming news on the scale and scope of the climate crisis. This week, scientists warned the world may have already crossed a series of climate tipping points, posing an, quote, existential threat to civilization, end quote. And finally, a draft copy of a report compiled by the Department of Justice Inspector General concludes that the FBI didn't spy on President Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. The information from the Inspector General, Michael Horowitz, is expected to be included in the final report that's due on December 9th. Trump and his allies have long claimed that his 2016 campaign was spied on by Attorney General William Barr. Attorney General William Barr told a Senate Appropriations Committee in April that he thought spying did occur by the federal government on Trump's campaign. FBI Director Chris Wray said that he would not describe the federal government's surveilling of individuals who worked on the Trump campaign as spying. So, apparently, there was surveillance, but it wasn't spying. This is your top headlines for right now, and we will be bringing you more stories later in the day. I'm Space, and thanks for watching. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You know, we go live with news all day long as it occurs, so you don't want to miss a single broadcast. That's why you should make sure that you are subscribed and have notifications enabled by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.